Have you ever wondered why the news plays the same 5 stories again and again? Let me give you a little hint. Brainwashing and repetition is the most basic form of brainwashing. Join me as we look at the news cycle and talk about why the mainstream media is so gutless and afraid to report the truth. What's up? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. What the hell time is it anyway? Welcome to Troubled Minds News. I'm your host, Michael Strange, and this is the show where the conspiracy is the news. And what does that mean? Well, it means a lot of things. It means misinformation. It means disinformation. It means fake news. It means everything in between. It means all the things that they try and tell us that really are just not true anymore. And, well, it kind of makes me question the reality of were any of those things ever true, meaning the propaganda state and all the rest of this stuff. The world has become a crazy place in the last 10 years, hasn't it? Things are just truly and literally off the rails, and I don't know. I think that the best way is just keep looking at the news and seeing where they're trying to fool us and talk about it, and that's what this show's really always been about, just peeping news cycles, keeping an eye on things, and seeing how we just get constant contradictory information. It's kind of like they want to break our spirit or something, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's what this show's about. It's about the news. It's about one dude, me, trying to do the news, right? I mean, and I don't mean that in like well, it's so hard. I'm saying, look, I'm one dude and I'm doing the news. So what about all these like just ridiculous news stations that just do garbage constantly with the teams and budgets and all the rest of this stuff? That's my point. It's absolutely absurd how terrible they are at this, because it's all propaganda all the time, right? That's the only way to get the money, is to sell the propaganda. You sell the propaganda, you get the money. We have the unholy union of the government and the media, and bam, here you go. You get one guy trying to do the news. It's ridiculous, but well, here we are, and whatevs. So as usual and as always, this show's about you. This show is about us getting together and discussing these things and wondering what's really going on in the world around us. So if you want to be part of the show, as always, as part of the Troubled Minds Transparency, you can contact us at this phone number. It's 702-957-1037. That's 702-957-1037, and click the Discord link at troubledminds.org, and we'll put you on this show. Easy as that. We'll just have to just jump in the caller queue once you join the Discord, and then we'll put you on the show. Easy. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We'll do the news today, and it is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. We got the Friday exercise music starting us off. And what's up if Bailey's out there? Bailey always says, when I hear that music, I feel like I should be exercising. Well, maybe you should. Anyway, here we go. This is from NBC News. Ah, yes. One of the other most trusted sources in news. Shut up, weather guy. We don't want to hear that garbage. Headline is this: Russia says it won't start war with Ukraine after Biden warns February invasion distinct possibility. That's odd. Which is it? Anybody know? Well, we talked a little bit about Vladimir Putin last night on the show, on the crypto show that we discussed the crypto conspiracies, but I don't know what's going on with this. As the West awaited the Kremlin's next move, Russia's foreign minister said his country did not want war, but would not allow its interests to be rudely attacked or ignored either. What the hell does that mean? Rudely attacked or ignored their interests? What are their interests? Oil in Ukraine, right? That's the interest, the oil in Ukraine. Okay, again, right, welcome to the Upside Down. I don't even know. Let's see. Russia insisted on Friday that it will not start a war with Ukraine after President Joe Biden warned there is a distinct possibility that Moscow could invade its neighbor in February. As the West awaited the Kremlin's next move, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said his country did not want war, but would not allow its interests to be rudely attacked or ignored either. Quote, it depends on the Russian Federation. If it depends on the Russian Federation, then there will be no war, he said during a live interview with Russian radio stations early Friday. But I do not rule out that someone would like to provoke military action around Ukraine. Oh, you mean those proxies that you pay to provoke wars? Yeah, neat. Neat. So, of course, you could have some incident, very much like that, what was that, back in Germany when the place burnt down, right? The fire, remember all that? Yeah, well, anyway, once it happens, you can blame whoever you want to happen and then start the war, right? Tensions have been building for weeks with Washington and its European allies scrambling to deter a Russian invasion. Moscow has amassed an estimated 125,000 troops on its neighbor's border and issued a series of bold commands, but repeatedly denied planning any attack. Because clearly and obviously, you just roll 125,000 troops up to the border without planning attacks, right? That's the way the world works, I guess. In his first public reaction to the West's response to those demands, Russian President Vladimir Putin said Friday the U.S. and NATO had not addressed his country's fundamental concerns. Well, start shooting, and those concerns will be addressed, sir. I'm pretty sure that this is not going to be allowed, and you can't just roll into other countries with force and take them over. This is not 1930. I'm sorry, but yeah. So this is actually one of those things too that's interesting in that interesting and terrifying that it kind of makes me wonder, what about Hong Kong, right? So this will sort of set a precedent. If they don't draw a line in the sand on this, then let's say Russia rolls in, and then the West's response is kind of weak, like, oh, we're going to put some sanctions on you guys. Don't do that, and finger wag and talk and do things that they do, these politician a-holes. Then it would tell China basically they could roll into Hong Kong and with almost no repercussions at all, other than some more sanctions, or banking this or that or whatever they do, right? So if it's going to cost them some money and the territory is worth it, they'll pay the fine. So I don't know. I think this is an interesting thing, a little bit terrifying, like I said, because if you do allow this and it does go down, well, we got a problem, don't we? We got a big problem here. So anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Open line, as always, 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link at troubledminds.org, the official website. We'll put you on the show. More hacks. Let's go to ARS Technica. 2FA app, that's two-factor authentication app with 10,000 Google Play downloads, loaded well-known banking Trojan. Yeah. Yep. 2FA Authenticator offered real two-factor authentication functionality, but it came with strings attached. Yep, you got it. Discovered last year by the security firm Threat Fabric, Voltour is an advanced piece of Android malware. One of its many innovations is its use of a real implementation of the VNC screen sharing application to mirror screens of infected devices so attackers can glean in real time the login credentials and other sensitive data from banking and finance apps. Oh, snap. To make two-factor authentication look real, its developers started with this legitimate sample of the open source Aegis authentication application. An analysis of the malware shows that it really was programmed to provide the authentication service it advertised. Behind the scenes, however, stage one of the 2FA authenticator collected a list of apps installed on the device along with the device's geographic location. The app would also disable the Android lock screen, download third-party apps with the pretense they were updates, and overlay other mobile app interfaces to confuse users. Yep. If you think the world is not a nefarious place, Well, the hackers of the world say hello, and this is pretty wild. If you can pull stuff like this off here, you're doing it everywhere. And this is the type of stuff that I'm always talking about. Look, if you can build it, you can hack it. If you can build it, you can hack it. And here we go with the blockchains, right? Everybody's like, oh, the blockchain's unhackable technology. And then the FBI goes, bloop, refund. Like, oh, okay. All right. And I thought it was supposed to work like Western Union. Oh, apparently not. Anyway, so this is pretty wild stuff. Another day, another hack, right? Let's see. What else do we got? Anything else here? Do not download this app. This is a Zombie Pro Gaming. I just downloaded it and tried to force me to install some BS update off the internet as soon as I opened the app. And when I tried to close the app, it forced itself open again and again and again. So I had to restart my phone to delete the app. Don't download it. And there it is. And the name of this app is, what is the name of this app? Doesn't even tell you. Let's see. Discovered last year, Vultur, Vultur, Vultur. Don't download that app. Don't download the app. Don't do the thing. Don't do the things. Jeez. Yeah, all right. Let's keep on trucking, shall we? There's always more news because, well, we live in a dystopian news cycle society. This is from bigthink.com. Actually, let me link these. As always, I like to link my sources so you guys can follow up and see that I'm just not making shit up because, well, a lot of people just make shit up anymore. So here's the actual information. So at least if they're making it up, I can source it and say, look, if they're making it up, they made it up. But at least I'm not making it up. All right, here we go. Anyway, this is from bigthink.com, and we got this. Ask Ethan, what would happen if you traveled in a straight line forever? And it's got the universe sort of looking like a donut. A donut. Is the universe finite or infinite? Does it go on forever or loop back on itself? Speaking of loops, what's up, Glitch Loop? I see you there, buddy, in the chat. How are you? Here's what would happen if you traveled forever. And so from our position within the universe, our view of what's observable to us is fundamentally limited by the speed of light and the time elapsed since the hot Big Bang. On larger scales than we can see, the universe could be closed, it could be curved, and it could even loop back on itself. So what would happen then if you went into space and traveled in a straight line forever? Could you ever return to your starting point? It's a fascinating question, and we have the answer. Oh yeah, it's a long ass article. If you guys are into long articles and they've got the answer, well, they've got the answer. What's up, Glitch Loop says, Ukraine is kind of stuck in the middle. Russia backing separatists on one side, NATO putting ballistic missile shields and aggressively encircling Russia. A piece of that is through the Ukraine, and Russia knows what time it is. Yeah, it is one of those weird spots in the world, but like I said, the days of just rolling into countries and taking them over are gone. That's long gone. Hopefully, right? Because we can't let this stuff continue to happen. And I don't know. So that's actually an interesting. Let's go back to that for just a sec. It's an interesting conversation in that, right? So everybody gets pissed off at the United States for like stepping in everywhere and butting into business that's not their business type of stuff. But should the world at large, let's say the European Union and the United States and Australia and every Western country that I'd say tongue in cheek values freedom. Well, that got put to the test, didn't it? But meaning, should they just allow, like, oh, screw it, it's not near us and it doesn't affect us, so go ahead, take these people over, kill a bunch of folks. Who gives a shit? Should that be the take? I don't know. I don't know where I stand on it because, again, we don't have all the information, and that's part of the problem with all of this. Literally, all of this stuff is that we just don't have enough information because all the stuff we get is propaganda to either, right, force us to believe one thing or the other thing. And so we don't really know what's causing this stuff mostly. We'd like to think we do, but there's actual classified briefings going on that leak, right? I always talk about sanctioned leaks that tell us this, that, or the other thing. And well, again, they're not telling us the whole story, because if they did, right, there would be some implicit, obvious bad stuff going on from the, the quote good guys. So I don't know. You tell me. It is an interesting idea, and well. Anyway, so does the universe loop back on itself? Glitch Loop is the pro with the loops, so let's find out. Although it sounds nonsense, space and time are mind-boggling. It seems like if you traveled in a straight line, you could travel forever. What would stop you? A wall? And if so, what's on the other side of the wall? Here we go. We're gonna go flat universe theory, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Although it sounds nonsensical, this is straight from the article. The answer is both. You could travel forever, and also something would stop you. The key lies in understanding the expanding universe, which itself is one of the most mind-boggling concepts of all. Okay, let's see. We talk about the Big Bang, expanding universe. Let's see, the red shift, the blue shift. Okay, anyway, there's a lot here. The idea is yes, no, maybe so. We don't really know. We like to think we know, but we don't really know. But I thought it was pretty cool to see the universe as a donut. Donuts. Donuts. What's going on? Crimea. What's up? See you, Lily. Is Crimea still part of the Ukraine? I have no idea. I think so, and I don't think they've been actually taken. Have they? I don't know. I have no idea. I see you there over on Discord. How are you? All right. Let's. Where are we at time wise? I think we're okay. Perfect. All right. Let's take a quick break and get a word from our sponsor, which of course is you.
Are you digging the show? If so, you can support us quite easily and at no additional cost to you if you already have an Amazon Prime account. Since we stream on Twitch every day, all you have to do is link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and they give you free games on a monthly basis for your personal use, and also a bonus $5 a month to send to your favorite streamer as a way to bring more people to Twitch. And all you have to do is sync up to 2 accounts and click subscribe. Thanks for considering us.
Oops, muted myself. All right, welcome back to Troubled Minds. I'm your host, Michael Strange. Troubled Minds News, that is, the news variety of Troubled Minds. And we're taking your phone calls if you want to be part of this discussion. What do you think about this Ukraine mess? I think there's probably a lot to talk about there. What about this the loop in the universe? What about that? Donuts. What about the rest of this? What about hacks and everything else? 702-957-1037, and we'll put you on the show and watch it on the Discord and everything else, and there you go. All right, let's keep on trucking, shall we? Let's go to thisvice.com, and this seems pretty wild. What the hell does this even mean? Check this out. Scientists are creating synthetic dimensions to probe limits of 4D reality. What? Okay, synthetic dimensions provide a way to mimic higher dimensions within the confines of 4-dimensional space-time. Okay, perfect. And we got another donut, except it's a twisty donut. I don't like the twisty donut. Give me the real donut. Give me the universe donut. I want that donut. Don't give me this twisty ass donut. Anyway, so we got the twisty 4D space-time donut. Anyway, blah, blah. While we've not been able to break free of our 4D experience, scientists are getting pretty good at simulating extra dimensions through the creation of so-called synthetic dimensions. These trippy experimental concepts provide a way to mimic the kinds of higher dimensional concepts explored in some far-out models of nature using lower dimensional materials that exist in the real world. Now, in a first-of-its-kind experiment, scientists led by Armandas Balsaitis, a research fellow at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, have created a synthetic dimension, a tiny photonic device known as a silicon ring resonator. In addition to demonstrating a new method of producing synthetic dimensions, the results will enable further experiments that could model phenomena beyond 3 dimensions, according to a study published on Friday in Science Advances. And here's that study, if you guys are into reading abstracts and scientific papers, and there you go. There you are. What's up? I see you there. Jun Sunachi. What's up? We'll just call you Juns. because I pronounce things badly. Welcome to the chat. It says you're a first-time chatter. What's going on? All right, let's here we go. Let's continue. There's more, right? Mathematicians, see what I did there? Have it easy in that they can make assumptions or construct models, either more or less related to objects in the real world, and extend them to higher dimensions as far as their imagination allows, said Balsitis in an email. These can sometimes have useful or at least intriguing implications for experimentalists to check. Experimental science is much more limited, however, since the materials we have or devices we can create operate within the boundaries of our three-dimensional space. Of course, our team works with integrated photonic microchips arranged on a flat surface, so we only have two dimensions from the outset. So there it is, right? To create a synthetic dimension, Balsitis explained, scientists experimentally model an extra plane using some other variable, like a frequency. A frequency. I'm sure that's fine, right? This is okay. The key to synthetic dimensions is that it is possible to use some other variable in the system that is not generally thought of as spatial, frequency of light waves, polarization, delay between pulses, etc., as if it represented an additional coordinate, he continued. In this way, you can have a single device, like the ring in our study, stand in for a linear chain of rings. By extension, a chain of synthetic dimension devices can act like a 2D array and so forth. By combining multiple different synthetic dimensional variables, it is also possible to emulate models beyond 3D. And I'm still seeing donuts. How can we have... I must have done that on accident, right? 2 donuts in a row. A twisty donut and a universe donut. Anyway, here's the paper. The paper is called Synthetic Dimension Band Structures on a Psi-CMOS Photonic Platform. SICMOS. Is that C, as in C, senor? I don't know. Yeah, Hurts donut. Yeah, it totally hurts. What's going on? I see they're born generals. All right, let's keep trucking. Let's keep talking about the news. Again, looking to hear your thoughts on Crimea and Ukraine or any of the rest of this stuff. Hacks so far, universal donuts. You tell me. 702-957-1037. That's 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link at troubledminds.org. And I'm watching those things, watching the all the places, watching the chat here, watching the chat there. Let's continue, shall we? Speaking of hacks and nefarious things happening in the world around us, this is not real, is it? Yeah, of course it is. Well, welcome to your dystopia. This is from the New York Slimes. FBI secretly bought Israeli spyware and explored hacking U.S. phones. Oh, right. Yeah, it is widely regarded as the world's most potent spyware, capable of reliably cracking the encrypted communications of iPhone and Android smartphones. The software Pegasus, made by an Israeli company, NSO Group, has been able to track terrorists and drug cartels. Ah, you see. They use it to track terrorists and drug cartels, don't you know? It has also been used against human rights activists, journalists, and dissidents. Oh, also those people. Interesting and notable. Now, an investigation published Friday by the New York Slimes magazine has found that Israel, which controls the export of the spyware, just as it does the export of conventional weapons, has made Pegasus a key component of its national security strategy, using it to advance its interests around the world. The year-long investigation by Ronan Bergman and Mark Mazzetti also reports that the FBI bought and tested NSO software for years, with plans to use it for domestic surveillance until the agency finally decided last year not to deploy the tools. Or so we're told. The Times found the sales of Pegasus played a critical role in securing the support of Arab nations in Israel's campaign against Iran and negotiating the Abraham Accords, the 2020 diplomatic agreements signed at a Trump White House ceremony that normalized relations between Israel and some of its longtime Arab adversaries. The U.S. sought the cyber weapon for domestic use. Yes, it did. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Terrorists. When you blur the line between what a terrorist actually is and what it means, then it's kosher to just spy on everybody, isn't it? So the U.S. had moved to acquire Pegasus, the Times found. Now, Pegasus is one of those interesting things, too. I'm not sure it's in the article here, but they said that it can infect a a smartphone without you even clicking or downloading or doing anything. They simply send you a text message, and that's it. You ever got a random ass text message just saying, "Oh, like I got one here. Hold on, let me read this text message I got." They're gonna laugh, and it's probably let's see, it's probably something like this. Let's see. It says, "Here you go. I get a text message. Tina, I heard your dog got lost. Do you need help finding?" Right? So I don't know who this person is. I'm not Tina, but, well, that could have been exactly what we're talking about, a Pegasus spyware situation. So I don't have to do anything to that text message itself. It comes through. It's clearly and obviously a wrong number. I've had this number for years, so trust me, there's no Tina that has this number. But the thing is, if they do that and you think, oh, some knucklehead with the wrong number, well, guess what? You are infected with Pegasus spyware, and that's how this stuff works, right? It's you don't even have to do anything anymore. In the old days, you actually had to click something or download something or go to a particular website or download an app or whatever it was. Nope, not anymore. They just send you a text message and the shit is built in. How sick is that? And that's what we're talking about when we talk about this Pegasus software. And I know that because we've discussed it in the past when this news of Pegasus first came to light. So anyway, the discussions of the Justice Department and the FBI continued until last summer when the FBI ultimately decided not to use NSO weapons. Oh, decided not to use these weapons. I guess Tina might be real. The discussions of the but Pegasus equipment is still in a New Jersey building used by the FBI, and the company also gave the agency a demonstration of Phantom, which could hack American phone numbers. Oh, but yeah, right. A brochure for potential customers obtained by the Times says the Phantom allows American law enforcement and spy agencies to turn your target's smartphone into an intelligence goldmine. Yep. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. There it is. A brochure for potential customers obtained by the New York Times says the Phantom, which is this new whatever malware device they're using, this state-sponsored malware device from Israel, that Phantom allows American law enforcement and spy agencies to turn your target smartphone into an intelligence goldmine. Huh. I seem to see an issue with the Fourth Amendment, search and seizure laws. But hey, what do I know, right? Clearly when the Founding Fathers wrote in the Fourth Amendment about being secure in your papers, they didn't mean your smartphones or your emails because, well, that would just be short-sighted of them. No, of fucking course they meant that, people. Are you kidding me? This is bullshit, and you know it is, and I know it is. And if they're using this against us, I got a serious problem. Look, we are not terrorists. Look, we're not. Like, remove your FBI bullshit from all these terrorist groups, and I'm going to guess, there are going to be an awful lot fewer of them because the FBI is stoking these fires of bullshit all around the world. And so there we go. Let's see where we at time wise. I think everything looks good. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a phone call. So we're talking about this. The FBI secretly bought Israeli spyware and explored hacking U.S. phones. So the New York Times says this, and they reported it. But the question is, have they used it? And well, I'll let you use your imagination on that. Let's go to Joseph in Iowa, 702-957-1037. What's going on, my friend? What's on your mind this fine afternoon? Go right ahead.
So I just watched a movie, and it was kind of got me thinking to this. Like, I wonder if they have weird operations where, like, people pay to watch Americans and monitor them and stuff like that. Because I was watching this thing. It was like the rich people can pay people to be locked in these other countries in prison. So, like, it's like self-justice. Like, if you don't like someone bullied you in school or something, and you didn't like that, or something happened, like weird lucrative businesses like that would connect. Because, I mean, anyone can connect to anyone's phone. I see this, like, YouTuber called Scam Baiter, and he's proven that he can get into any, I mean, I don't know how far he's willing to push his push his talent publicly, but he can get into anyone's webcam, anyone's phones, anyone's audio, listen to them as long as your phone's on, they can hear you.
Yep.
And stuff like that.
Yep.
And that's just a regular guy.
Yep. Does that surprise you?
You know, he could start a whole business off of that, you know?
Yep, and probably did, right? And I think the crazy part is this is literally everything is compromised. Literally everything is compromised. Like I said, if you can build it, you can hack it. The second they're building it, they're thinking of backdoors and ways to get into these things to spy on people. And that's what this is. That's literally what this is. Spying on people in the name of national security. And that's why I always say, Joseph, when people bring up the term national security, I wince a little bit, because lots of really horrific things in history have been done in the name of national security. All right. Like I said, you go to the airport, you get your junk felt up. That's national security, my friend. Just to let you know, hey, that's the world we live in. So does it surprise you that maybe this has been happening, and this maybe text message delivery system, without you having to do anything, can just really turn your machine into a what was the term? The term was into an intelligence gold mine. Shit. Shit. Yeah,
I could see in some people's eyes it could be almost like a missed opportunity, like almost like going through history without writing a book about what happened, you know? Like,
this shit's real, man.
They want... You kind of get what I'm saying, though? Like, in some people's eyes, it could be like the more data, the better.
Yeah, but of course. For the governments at large and the people that are running this stuff, clearly. And like I joke, like their time and how long we take a poop if you take your smartphone to the bathroom with you. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of stuff. Nothing is sacred anymore. And well, was it ever? I guess is the question. But in terms of the more data, the better. Yeah, exactly. And that's everything they're tracking about us. And that's aside from the things we know they're tracking about us, right? The location data, the shady stuff with Google and Facebook and all the rest of that. Basically, they're selling. Facebook is selling spyware. That's what they're selling. Their entire contraption is a gigantic spyware device to collect data points on you, and that's what we know. All right. So now, what about this other shit? What are they doing? Like you said, they're turning on your microphone and your camera without you even knowing. Like, maybe I'm doing this show right now, right? And maybe with my phone right here, they're maybe watching me doing the same show from a different angle. I don't fucking know, man. It's a sick world, isn't it? That's for damn sure.
There could be a lot of different businesses off of the weird stuff that's going on.
Yep.
I was trying to think of some the other day. I couldn't really think of any. There was one I was thinking, you could get revenge on your high school bullies and stuff. I was thinking of all this stuff from this movie, man. This movie, it was really messed up, though. Yeah, I don't know why I watched it.
That's all right. You're allowed to watch a messed up movie now and then. You're the best, Joseph.
It got me thinking, Hollywood people, man. The things that go through their mind, are crazy, man. I don't know if they're scared that this is what they're going to manifest with capitalism, or this is what they're actually thinking. And if they're actually thinking that, I think that's crazy. I guess if you have money like that, you're thinking differently. And power, you're writing fiction a little differently.
Exactly. Because some things that are happening. We got to roll, bro. It's the shorter show. I appreciate the phone call. You're the best. Happy Friday to you. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, bro. That's Joseph in Iowa. He's got a YouTube channel called Hydro Hose. Check it out. I'll get you a link and I'll drop it in the chat there. So that's what's going on. I don't know. The spyware stuff, it's creepy, isn't it? If you want to be part of the discussion today, 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link. We'll put you on the phone, watching the Discord. I see you over there, Lily. How you doing? Yeah, good stuff. Let's see. Lily says, Dynamo did a magic trick linking into everyone's smartphones at Times Square, but it wasn't a magic trick. It was actually deceptive that it was used as a trick. I hadn't seen that, and she linked the video there on Discord. All right, so what we're going to do is take a quick break here, and you're listening to Troubled Minds News. I'm your host, Michael Strange, and we will be right back. All right, welcome back to Troubled Minds News. I am your host, Michael Strange, and let us continue, shall we? There's more news because there's always more news. Let's look at this. This is from space.com. Let's get our feet off the world and go into space. Water on Mars may have flowed for 1 billion years longer than thought. Uh-oh, here we go. What is this all about? New evidence finds substantial water on the surface as late as 2 billion years ago. All right, billion with a B. Well, what if there's still water underground? That's what I wonder. Observations by a long-running Mars mission suggest that liquid water may have flowed on the red planet as little as 2 billion years ago, much later than scientists once thought. Scientists charted the presence of chloride salt deposits left behind by flowing water using years of data from NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, which has been orbiting the red planet since 2006. By studying dozens of images of salt deposits taken by the spacecraft's Compact Reconnaissance Imaging Spectrometer for Mars, the CRISM, the scientists interpreted a younger age for the salt deposits using a method crater counting. Nothing like counting craters. The younger a region is, the fewer craters it should have, with adjustments for aspects such as the planet's atmosphere, allowing scientists to estimate its age. The new results push forward the existence of water on Mars from 3 billion years ago to as little as 2 billion years ago, based on the observations, which could have implications for life on Mars and more broadly the planet's geological history. Life on Mars. I'm pretty sure it's already there. We just don't know. What's up, Daryl? I see you there. How are you? Hope you're doing well, and hope everybody else is also doing well. And talking about the news. Estimate. What's up, Gibby? I see you there. 702-957-1037. Is there life on Mars? Love to hear your thought on that as well. We got this. Let's continue. We've got from the express.co.uk, the other most trusted source of news. We got breaking news on the bottom. Says Joe Biden announces U.S. will send troops to Eastern Europe amid Ukraine-Russia tensions. Oh, great. All right, let's close that. And the headline here is Stonehenge mystery solved. Smoking gun discovery provides missing piece of puzzle. All right, that's cool. So let's see, what do we got? Actually, we got a video here. Is that let's just watch part of the video, because why not? It's only 30 seconds. Let's watch this. Let's go here. Let's full screen this so we don't break any copyright rules. And
celebrated in their own mega monument.
It's completely extraordinary. There's no monument or structure that we know of this scale anywhere in Britain and Ireland of this date or later. It's kind of mind-blowing. I think when I was first shown the picture, I just kind of went, well, that's ridiculous. Like, that can't be true.
Vince's discovery is set to redefine the entire Stonehenge landscape forever.
We're coming up now, I think, with the most extraordinary view of seeing Stonehenge for the first time in its proper context.
All right. I guess that's fine. Let's find out what the hell that means. All right. Photographer... I can't say it. It's Friday. Ooh, tongue-tied. Photographer Phil Holden found a giant glacially deposited bluestone in the Mumbles on the southern coast of Wales. The huge boulder, which weighs at least 7 tons, was found on the rocky foreshore and is said to match those used at Stonehenge. Its discovery apparently proves beyond doubt that the Irish Sea Glacier was once capable of carrying large monoliths of dolerite rock from Pembrokeshire up the Bristol Channel towards Wiltshire. The huge body of ice once flowed southwards from its source seas in Scotland and Ireland. Mr. Holden said, "I must have walked over this boulder a dozen times, lodged in a crevasse." He said, "It wasn't until a falling tide revealed its true colors that I realized this was not just another large erratic for me to photograph from my photo library, but something more significant." Mr. Holden contacted retired glacial geomorphologist Dr. Brian John, who has been collecting evidence relating to the transport of the Stonehenge bluestones for many years. Oh, okay, interesting. So they're saying that that the glacial waters could have brought these blue stones, and cool. Let's see. He believes that it may have been a much larger. Let's see. Okay, after studying the rock in detail, he believes it is a typical large, elongated but irregularly shaped glacially deposited rock. He believes that it may have once been much larger, since there are a number of smaller dolerite boulders on the beach in the vicinity, which might have been broken off during storm events. He said, this discovery is of huge importance to Ice Age research in South Wales, and also to the debate about the origins and transport of these Stonehenge bluestones. Archaeologists and some geologists had previously assumed that it would have been impossible for glacier ice to transport large boulders, pillars, and slabs of dolerite from North Pembrokeshire or anywhere else up the Bristol Channel towards Somerset and Stonehenge. And there you go. There's your map. I don't know what the hell all this means, other than cool. Maybe. I like the maybe. I like, you guys know me, I like the maybe juice, and it's a little early on the maybe juice. What's up, Rivers? That's not new. Been talked about for at least 2 years now. Well, sorry Rivers, you're wrong, because this is dated January 27th, 2022. If it's on the interwebs and it's time stamped, it's real. Just kidding. What's up, Rivers? How are you? All right, let's keep on trucking. We got more here, and let's do this. This is from the Hill. The Hill. This is also the world we live in. Elon Musk offered teen $5,000 to shut down Twitter account tracking his private flights. Oh yeah, Tesla CEO offered $5,000 to a 19-year-old to shut down a Twitter account that tracks his private flights. Jack Sweeney runs 15 flight tracking accounts using a bot he created that automatically posts when a celebrity's flight leaves or lands at an airport. Sweeney's account tracking Musk's flights has the most followers, with more than 97,000, and its popularity led Musk to send a direct message to Sweeney. Quote, I don't love the idea of being shot by a nutcase, Musk said in the message, offering $5,000 for Sweeney to take it down, according to protocol. And if you're me, capitalism, if they'll pay $5,000, he'll pay more. He says, any chance we could get that up to $50K? There we go. It would be great. It would be great support in college, and would possibly allow me to get a car, maybe even a Model 3. Sweeney responded back. The last exchange between Musk and Sweeney occurred a week ago, when Sweeney said he would delete the account for no money if Musk gave him an internship. The teenager said Musk has not opened the message yet. Sweeney explained to Musk how he was able to find publicly available data regarding his private jet to create an algorithm that automatically posts the status of Musk's plane on Twitter. Although the status of Musk's flights is public information, only those with a high knowledge of the industry would understand where to find it, according to protocol, or, anybody that just spent the time to figure the shit out. Because, well, given a little bit of time and pressure, things can get done, can't they? And so, well, interesting. So there you go. Maybe this is the new extortion. Let's just start Twitter accounts. And I'm, lest anybody get any ideas, I'm joking here. This is a joke. But you get my point. A little bit creepy that through private jets you can track where these people are, where they're coming and where they're going, and all the rest of that. So, yeah, wild stuff. 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link at troubledminds.org, and you can come say hi to Lily and Rivers, who are over there on Discord. I'm reading the chat over there right now. All right, let's keep on trucking, shall we? We have this. We have live science. Live science. I love the live science. Why not? Let's go here. And ancient solar storm smashed Earth at the wrong part of the sun's cycle, and scientists are concerned. Uh-oh. All right. An extremely powerful solar storm pummeled our planet 9,200 years ago, leaving permanent scars on the ice buried deep below Greenland and Antarctica. A new study of those ancient ice samples has found that this previously unknown storm is one of the strongest outbursts of solar weather ever detected, and would have crippled modern communication systems if it had hit Earth today. Oh, That's how could we consider that being a possibility, right? Yeah, who's been talking about this for a long time? Anyway, a new study of those blah, blah, blah. We said that. But perhaps most surprising, the massive storm appears to have hit during a solar minimum, the point during the sun's 11-year cycle when solar outbursts are typically much less common, according to the study published January 11th in the journal Nature's Communications. Because of this unexpected discovery, the study researchers are concerned that devastating solar storms could hit when we least expect them, and that Earth might not be prepared when the next big one arrives. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. These people are so smart. Oh, things might happen when you don't expect them to. Isn't that called Murphy's Law? Murph! Everybody remember the movie? Murph! No, Murph! No, Murph! No. These enormous storms are currently not sufficiently included in risk assessments. Oh, depends on who you ask. I've been saying Carrington events for years, fools. No. And guess what? Probably a larger threat than an actual EMP. All right? Yeah, there are countermeasures for an EMP. There are not countermeasures for a coronal mass ejection. Sorry. Anyway, said study co-author Raymond Muschler, I got your Muschler right here, is a geology researcher at Lund University in Sweden, said in a statement. It is the utmost importance to analyze what these events could mean for today's technology and how we can protect ourselves. Yeah, all right, well. Yeah, there you go. Gibby's got it right. You cannot control the sun. Yet. All right. So what time is it? How are we looking? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. And let's get another quick word from our sponsor, which of course is you.
Are you digging the show? If so, you can support us quite easily and at no additional cost to you if you already have an Amazon Prime account. Since we stream on Twitch every day, all you have to do is link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and they give you free games on a monthly basis for your personal use, and also a bonus $5 a month to send to your favorite streamer as a way to bring more people to Twitch. And all you have to do is sync up to 2 accounts and click subscribe. Thanks for considering us.
All right, let's do it. Let's keep on trucking. This is from Psychology Today. Morbid curiosity in your dreams. We experience morbid curiosity in waking life, but what about in our dreams? Interesting. One of the key ideas underlying morbid curiosity is that we simulate threatening scenarios in order to reduce the costs of learning threat-related information while retaining many of the benefits. We can watch a horror movie, play a scary video game, or engage in thrilling play as a way of exposing ourselves to analogs of dangerous situations. Cognitively playing with threatening simulations can teach us behavioral and emotional strategies for dealing with dangerous situations. All right. Write better, please. One way of looking at morbid curiosity is to split into 2 types, voluntary and involuntary. All right. Anyway, this whoever wrote this is an awfully boring writer, in my opinion, so I'm going to stop reading this. But point being is that it's pretty interesting that our brain has ways of simulating things like this in our dream state. And if we have that, you ever heard the term curiosity killed the cat? This is a similar one, except, Schrodinger's cat, right? Alive or dead, or both with superposition. In our dreams, all of those things can be true, but we can curiosity kill the cat over and over again by, approaching the monster under our bed. So I don't know. This is pretty cool. I thought it was a neat idea. And anyway, it's if you want to read it, it gets down into COVID-19 and dreaming. And all right, that's where I clicked off. I was like, really get this shit out of here. I'm not dreaming about COVID-19. Anyway, 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link. Still talking about all this crazy stuff because this is Troubled Minds News, and I'm your host, Michael Strange. And that's what we do. Talk about crazy stuff. Let's keep on trucking. Let's go to this. This is SciTech Daily, one of my favorite websites. And there you go. Mysterious Zenstone phenomenon finally understood. Okay. What the hell is this? Let's see. There it is. See that photograph? Check that out. That's wild, right? A laboratory reproduction of the Zenstone phenomenon in a lyophilizer. I don't know. Anyway, like a work of art enshrined in a museum, some stones end up on a pedestal of ice in nature with no human intervention. Imagine if you're out in like the, I don't know, frozen tundra somewhere and you saw this. Would that freak you out? It'd be like, oh God, the White Walkers and their sacrificial table. Oh shit. That's pretty scary. The Zenstone phenomenon, named after the stacked stones in Japanese gardens, appears on the surface of frozen lakes like Lake Baikal. In particular, that's in Russia. These structures result from the phenomenon of sublimation, which causes a body, in this case ice, to change from solid to gaseous form without the intermediary form of a liquid. This was recently demonstrated by researchers from the CNRS and University Claude Bernard Lyon, who there you go, pardon my French, who reproduced the phenomenon in the laboratory. They showed that the shade created by the stone hinders the solar irradiance that sublimates the ice, thereby sculpting the pedestal. This research has helped bring to light and understand a rare phenomenon of sublimation within a natural context of Earth. It was published in the journal PNAS, and that's pretty wild, right? If you look at that, it's like a freezing Zenstone table that happens naturally. Weird. There's a lot of weird shit about ice too, right? That we still don't know. You guys know this? That as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, but like hot water freezes faster than room temperature or cold water. What's with that? That's fucking weird, and I don't know why. You guys seen those ones where they take like a boiling pot of water in like those freezing ass places, Siberia or whatever, and like chuck it out the window and it freezes before it hits the ground? Well, it's hot water, notice. It's boiling water. Strange. It's strange. And I think one of those other ones that scientists don't even understand why that happens yet either. So, yeah, pretty nutty stuff. Yeah, this Zenstone, I've never heard or seen this before, but pretty wild. If I saw one of these out there in nature, I'd be spooked. I'd be like, oh, shit, the aliens have arrived. 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link, troubleminds.org. Got a couple more minutes for you if you want to hop in here and say hi. Vice.com. Let's go. Let's keep on trucking, shall we? And always more. There's always more. These news cycles come at you hot and heavy. You can't hope to avoid them anyway. We just talked about this last night. Look at this. Crypto co-founder revealed to be infamous fraudster. Investors shaken. Oh, no shit. You don't say. The co-founder of a DeFi protocol, Wonderland, was revealed to be a convicted fraudster who previously co-founded the notorious Quadriga CX exchange. Yep. So on Thursday, a Twitter user who goes by Zach xbt.eth with a track record of unmasking crypto scams and nefarious behavior, according to CoinDesk, accused Sifu, SIFU, a core member of the founding team behind the popular Avalanche-based Wonderland DeFi, or decentralized finance protocol, and its time token of actually being Michael Patron, Patryn. We'll say Patron, who changed his legal name twice, was the co-founder of Quadriga CX, a Canadian exchange that shut down after Patron's partner, Gerald Cotton, suddenly died in India in 2018 while owing users around $190 million in crypto at the time's exchange rate. Isn't that strange? An odd, mysterious death in India in 2018 owing people $190 million. You think that guy might actually not be dead? Just asking for a friend. In any case, let's see. Patron and Cotton reportedly parted ways in 2016. Later, investigators determined that Cotton was operating Quadriga CX as a Ponzi scheme near the end of its life. Oh, remember we said that? We were like, is Bitcoin and crypto all a big Ponzi scheme? Well, I guess it depends on who's running it, right? Patron has been convicted of several crimes, including computer fraud and bank and credit fraud, as Bloomberg reported in 2019. After the original tweets that revealed Sifu as a patron, Daniel Sestagali, I said it, the founder of Wonderland, confirmed the allegation. Sestagali is a prolific developer who is behind multiple DeFi projects, including Abracadabra's Magic Internet Money token, the MIM token. I want everyone to know that I I was aware of this and decided that the past of an individual doesn't determine their future. I choose to value the time we spent together without knowing his past more than anything, Sestigali wrote on Twitter. There you go. Oh boy. Investors shaken. Weird. No. That's super weird. Speaking of, if you can build it, you can hack it. Let us continue, shall we? There's always more. The Hacker News reports this: North Korean hackers using Windows Update Service to infect PCs with malware. Okay, we'll just leave it there. Oh my goodness, forget it. All right, let's go into Kotaku.com and take a peek into the metaverse. Has anybody actually been into the metaverse yet? Have you checked out this Facebook shit that's going on since they changed their name to Meta? Oh, Meta. This guy, Zach Zweisen, says this on Kotaku.com. Kotaku. That's probably not even how you say it, but anyway, because tacos. Anyway, I traveled to Facebook's soulless but popular metaverse, so you don't have to. Groovy. Here's a nice line. The metaverse is supposed to be the future, so it's got the world buzzing with excitement. Does it? Hilariously, though, the prominence of the futuristic buzzword has caused old footage of digital worlds to explode on social media, largely driven by the fact that nobody really understands what the hell the metaverse actually is. And because the average person doesn't know what the metaverse is, footage of shabby, lifeless digital universes that look worse than Roblox can pass off as an unreleased cutting-edge tech. In January, for example, blah, blah. Anyway, the guy got in, he said it sucked. There's your news. And you're in news. Soulless but popular metaverse. Is anybody surprised by that? Is anybody actually surprised that this metaverse thing in its inception is boring? I don't know. Anyway, I think we're okay. Everything's good. And we're all fine here. Now, let's go to this and do our thing. We've got this one more, and we'll get the hell out of here. Hope everybody's doing well. Got a couple minutes for you if you want to be part of the show. 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link, troubledminds.org. We'll put you on the show. And let's see. Everything's fine. Phone's good. We got Lillian Rivers over there. All right. Here we go. Back to this. This is from Business Insider. And yes, astronomers discovered a spooky spinning object in our galactic backyard, emitting some of the strongest radio beams in the sky. Yeah. A spinning object in our neighborhood of the galaxy is beaming powerful radio waves at Earth, and astronomers don't know what it is. The object is smaller than the sun, and it must be spinning because it only appears as an ultra-powerful radio signal for about 1 minute every 20 minutes, according to the Australian researchers studying it. The signal appeared and disappeared at this rhythm for several hours of telescope observations between January and March 2018. During its minute-long broadcast, it was among the strongest radio signals in the sky, pardon me there. That was completely unexpected, quote. It was kind of spooky for an astronomer because there's nothing known in the sky that does that. Natasha Hurley-Walker, an astrophysicist at the International Center for Radio Astronomy Research, who discovered the object, said in a press release. They haven't detected it since. Oh, shit. So it turned on, it did some weird, spooky shit, and then it turned off. Does that seem natural to anybody? Weird. Curiouser and curiouser. Whatever the object is, it's only 4,000 light years away, which is in our galactic backyard, Hurley-Walker said. The researchers' best guess is that the mysterious object is the collapsed core of a dead star with an unusually powerful magnetic field. Oh, how did it just shut itself off? Click. How did that happen? Tyrone O'Doherty. Tyrone O'Doherty. These names. I can't say any names anymore. You know why? If it's not Mike Smith, I'm not saying it. Forget it. No more. I'm done. I'm done with this. No, I'm just kidding. I'll keep butchering them. Entertainment value, just butchering names. Anyway, a PhD student at Curtin University first discovered the object in the archival data that the Murchison Wide Field Array Telescope collected in 2018. The finding was published in the journal Nature on Wednesday. Quote, "It's exciting that the source I identified last year has turned out to be such a peculiar object," O'Doherty said in the release. And yeah, the weird stuff. There's weird stuff going on out there, right? Yeah. I have no idea. Anybody have any idea what this is? Is it like a alien search spotlight situation? What's up, Bailey? I see you over there. How are you? What's up, Lily? How are you? What's going on? And that's it. It's Happy Friday. And I hope everybody's going to have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to go meet Matt's Owl from Matt in California in approximately a couple hours here. So I'm going to go have some Mexican food and have a nice dinner with Matt and Lacey, his wife, and it should be a lot of fun. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's what can you do, right? That's what we're going to do, and I hope you guys have something planned, or at least rest, or whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever makes you run, whatever makes you roll, whatever makes you purr. Get it. Don't forget, you do have to have the burden of taking care of yourself as well. So thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being part of this. Thanks for always being enthusiastic about these shows. You guys make it very, very easy to come back, even when I'm tired, even when I feel like I'm full up. Yeah. I still all the love, all the amazing folks out there that do this, that come and just like I said, spending your time and energy. It means a lot to me, and I thank each and every one of you for that. Speaking of Matt Sal, what's up in the chat? I'll send you a message here in a sec and see if I can get a reservation just in case. We probably won't need one, but I'll see about that. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna do, and everybody have a fantastic weekend. Thank you again for all the things you do for me, for yourselves, for each other, and we'll see you coming up soon. As we finish, if you want to help the show, you know what to do. Just if you want to send some money, we got a couple new patrons just happened. Thank you to those guys. You know who you are. Gypsy Soul and I think Brian are the two. Thank you very much to those new folks that just jumped into the actual Patreon family there. We do have a Patreon. There's a Rockfin you could sub up to. You could sub up right here on Twitch through Amazon Prime, like I've said several times, and I keep saying. And by the way, if you are subbed up through Amazon Prime on Twitch, you need to renew it every month. It expires, so just to let you know. And otherwise, what are we doing? We're hanging out. Regarding the hats, Matt, I don't have hats, unfortunately. I just have the one I wear. I've got the one I'm sending to Jay. That's it. I will bring you something, though. I got something for you. So I'll bring you something that you can take home. It'll be a souvenir from Area 51. So there you go. All right. So as we finish this, and this is all good in the hood, or not, I'm Michael Strange. This is Troubled Minds News, and let's GTFO. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you Monday. More Troubled Minds Radio coming up at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, and of course, one more news show before then. We'll do one more Troubled Minds news show on Monday at 3 p.m. as well, right here on Twitch. So there it is. If you want to help the show and don't want to spend money, just listen to the podcast feed. There are hundreds of shows, 320 plus last I counted, and more going up every single day. I'm the only one who's seen every show because, well, I was required to. The show doesn't happen if I don't press start and show up on the microphone. So I've seen them all, but I'm pretty sure nobody else out there has seen every single one of them. So even the most ardent super fan, Troubled Minds super fan, haven't seen them all. So go watch the podcast feed, and that's another way to help the show. And let's get the hell out. You guys know what the deal is. I won't do the elaborate weirdo intro. I'll just say, Michael Strange, out.